Dennis Pettigrew, right?
Yes.
Pettigrew, yes. We got it right the first segment. Yeah.
Thank you.
And she is the founder of Fresh Start for Women. So we just want to talk a little bit about your organization, some of the things that you guys are doing.
All right.
I always want to know, what was it that started this for you? What made you create Fresh Start
for Women? My own healing from domestic violence, abuse, and sexual assault. So once I got that, then I realized that having 27 grandchildren, 11 of which are girls, I did not want them to go through the same trials and tribulations I did. For me, at the age of 13 is when I lost my virginity, very brutally. I don't want to see either one of my grandchildren go through that. And my mother did not find out about it until I was 42 years old.
Wow.
So that's the secret I carry that also colored my relationship with not only men, but women as well.
Right, exactly.
So I don't want them to go down that route. So that's where Fresh Start for Women came from.
Awesome. That's awesome.
Thank you.
I've done a lot of not-for-profit work, and I would always say, whenever I introduce myself to people, what was always my vision in doing what I was doing was for my daughter. So I can definitely relate to that, you know, as opposed to whining and crying about what's going on with the world. Okay, let me make a difference.
Do something about it.
And
Absolutely.
And I think it's interesting because it's so taboo, really, for us to talk about.
It is.
Any type of assault, but especially a sexual assault in our community, and we're so afraid, and we carry that, and that's a burden. That's something heavy to carry.
It is.
All of your years, and you may think, okay, I'm gonna put it out of our mind, or it's not that important, or it didn't matter, but it does. And
I've had a young lady tell me that her parents told her forget about it.
Yeah.
And it upset me because you can't forget about it. You have to have help to deal with it. And that's one of the reasons why we started out dealing with women. We still do that. But I created a You Are a Precious Jewel program for girls 13 to 17 to help them define who they are, set boundaries, understand about peer pressure, learn the importance of abstinence, and also to recognize just how precious they really are.
Exactly.
So we do that program, and I'm grateful that this year my pastor, Dr. R.L. White, is allowing me to do the camp at church this year. So that's why we're having this fundraiser. We want to try to have 20 girls to attend, and not everyone can afford the $150 it takes for them to attend. So this is a way for us to, people can come out, have fun, and help a girl be her best.
So is this a camp? I'm sorry.
I was just going to ask what church you attend, so people.
Mount Ephraim Baptist Church.
Okay.
Mount Ephraim Baptist Church on West Marietta Street.
Okay.
And this is a camp that you're doing this summer?
I'm doing this summer. It'll be July 11th through the 22nd. It's from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Monday through Friday for those 2 weeks. You have to understand, everybody says, well, why you don't have it longer? Because we're talking about teenagers.
Yeah.
And you're not going to keep their attention all day. So you've got to be able to get this information to them in a certain way. But I have a spin on it. See, a lot of people talk at, but I talk with. And see, I take myself down to their level because I'm able to share myself.
Right.
And to help them, they also have a fun week the following week because then they use the arts to express everything they've learned in the first week. So they'll create their own original poetry, they'll do their own original poems, might do original song, music, what have you, and then they present that to their family and friends on their graduation day. So we did it last year. We only had a handful of girls, but that was the first time.
Right.
And this time we're trying to do a little bit more because it's important.
Right.
And my granddaughter was one that came and she told me, she said, Grandma, I really didn't want to come. But once I got there, I am so glad. And now she has a lot of her school friends want to come to camp.
And that's
this time.
Now the ages are 13
to 17.
for the camp as well? Okay.
And it's so important. You said a lot of times they have parents that talk at them. You know what I mean? They have teachers that are talking at them, telling them what to do. It's constant.
And they'll go to their peers.
Yes.
Their peers don't know. Their peers know as much as you do.
That's beautiful.
I think a lot of times, just even dealing with that age group, having them know that they have a choice
Right.
is key.
Yes,
So
it
sharing
is.
yourself with them enables them to see that they do have a choice. It puts them on your level to the extent where they can relate
Right.
and they can share.
Absolutely, and I've always been blessed each and every time I've had an opportunity to talk to groups. I go out on speaking engagements, I go do a half-day workshop in different places. People just call me, I'll come, yes, set up the venue, I will get there and do this because I know it's important.
Right.
We want our girls to become leaders and know who they are and to be positive and know that what they bring to them based on what they put out. So if you put out that positiveness and I know I'm worth, then you won't take junk.
Right. If you have that, and so your organization is so important as well because our kids are bombarded with so much stuff via the media. So many images of our young girls. It's the short this, the sexy this, you gotta do this in order to be accepted, in order to be liked. It's like you have to devalue yourself so much. And so by the time they're 18, it's like I don't do anything with anybody. It's just
You
like-
know what else is interesting too, and I mean I come from like a really, I think, great family, lots of brothers and sisters, lots of nieces and nephews, but no matter how great of a family you come out of, they only do what they know. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
It's a trial and error. For I'm a parent, so I know.
Oh, yeah,
But
it's
a lot of
definitely trial and error.
times we create situations, we create experiences for our kids that we don't even realize that we're creating for them, and out of that, these things do result. And that's why I think sometimes it's important to have them in a separate set, to have them in an organization like this. I mean, parents need to reach out to have support. It takes a village to raise you. You know, I believe in that. It takes a village.
Yes, it really does. And we kind of gotten away from that. And so that's one of the reasons why I keep not only the women's program but the girls program. I keep it small because I don't want to overlook or miss anybody.
right.
The more
That's
people
right.
you have, somebody that really needs help can hide.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
But because I have a small group, you can't hide from me.
Right. I
You know,
see you.
I will be able to catch it. And I'm blessed that now I have a discerning spirit that I can tell when somebody needs a little more attention. And so now I make that effort to do that. And I involve the parents in the program as well, because they have to come to orientation so they can know what we're talking about.
Right.
You know?
Right.
And these are the things that are going to be going on. And some of the assignments, because I created a workbook, these are some of the assignments they do. They're going to have to go and talk to their parents. Ask them some questions. Well, what about when you was growing up? Did you have to do these kind of things? Because that way, I'm helping to open communication with parent and child.
And also that parent may be getting healed from that too. Because
Yes.
we don't know what
Yes.
will come from that. And they may recognize or realize that some of the decisions and some of the things that they went through in their childhood has affected their adulthood.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
it's
Right.
Yeah,
It's
so I'm just really excited about it.
I'm
We're
excited.
7 years old. We turned 7 in April, and we're small. We always manage to do in the community. All I say is God's got my back.
That's right.
I just want to say too, I think a lot of times smaller organizations do get overlooked,
Yes.
and they shouldn't be, because they're the ones that have the heart and soul to keep
Right.
it going. You know what I
Right.
mean? These are the ones that are fighting that we really, really need to
Right.
support. So, I mean, even if you're not looking for services, definitely still check them out for donations. Can you donate online?
Oh, they can donate online, absolutely. They can do that. And we actually have several different ways that they can donate. They don't just have to donate money. We actually have, if they go to freshstartforwomen.biz, B-I-Z, we have a Zamzoo site that if they can go in there, if you like to shop at Walmart, Target, we have those major companies on there. And if you sign up that way, shop, do your regular shopping online, and we'll get a royalty fee for people going that
That's
way.
a great idea.
We also have Avon. If they go on and register on our site with the Avon, we can get royalties from that way. You know, so we have different ways
love
that
it.
people are able to donate, so they don't feel as if they're coming out of their pocket with a great
Love it.
big amount of money. You're doing your same regular things and still helping us to help somebody else.
To help
Yes,
somebody else.
yes. Pass on a blessing.
That is awesome. Okay, now before you go,
Uh-oh.
Now you gotta get it in.
we gotta get it in.
Okay.
What is your for real though, Miss Etta? Ooh.
My for real
What's your for
though.
real? What's something that just made you say, you know what, for real though?
My for real though.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. My goodness. Okay, this one is so old. It really is, but it's dear to my heart.
Okay, so that means you
And I
need to
have
put it out
it's
there.
for real though. I have to say it.
Okay.
When I met my husband, my current husband, we've been together over 27 years. Okay? But when I met him, I was working at a fast food restaurant. I was a manager there, and there was a commotion going on up front. So I need to go and find out what's going on. And all these girls are hanging around this security guard because he had a dime in his hand, and everybody's putting their hand out for the dime. It's mine. It belongs to me. But they weren't really going after the dime because I tell you this much: I could pay attention and I noticed he had the cutest dimple. Okay? And I
Like
was
you saw
"Really,
past that
y'all
dime."
really going after that dime?" I stuck my hand in the middle. He put the dime in my hand, and he been with me ever since.
That's a great story.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
They say it's an African proverb that says those who reach for more gets less.
Okay.
So they were just reaching, and they got nothing. And you just
And got your prize.
got the
your prize.
Boy, did I get a great prize.
Awesome. Well, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for telling us about Fresh Start for Women.
Thank you.
We do appreciate what you're doing for the community, and you are needed, and you are important, and you are supported. Okay.
Thank you.
So
I
just
really
know that.
appreciate it.
Yeah,
Thank you so much.
We hope if you have any other events like this, you definitely call us
We
out.
will
We'd love to
definitely
support
let you know. Most definitely. Maybe you guys might want to come out for the graduation ceremonies for our girls.
Yes, absolutely.
Get to see what all they've learned.
And do you have, before we wrap it up, do you do like any type of mentor programs? Do you need support?
You know,
put it out
that
there
is
right now, the
something,
support
but
you need.
that's what the next stage that we're working on doing is to develop a mentoring program, because we actually want to have girls partner with mentors that will be with them through all the way through high school and the first and second year of college. And that's our next level for our girls. Now the next level for our women is we want to be able to offer them true transitional housing where they're also getting actual training and help to really retrain their thought process and their decision making skills.
That's awesome.
great.
You have it. Well,
Thank you.
so much
Yeah,
for
thank
joining
you.
us.
Appreciate it. Thank
All
you.
right. And we'll be right back.
Yes.
Yes.